Hello everybody, welcome back, I'm Mr. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career. This time for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Before we get ahead down below, like and subscribe, as to support a lot, and let's get right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap around the Imola circuit. Here, of course, for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Really fun circuit, but as you're going to see around this lap and then during the Grand Prix, not really that fun after these kind of reg changes that have came in through into this season. The car just feels so unstable, literally so nervous on the throttle and over these curbs. It's just absolutely insane. As we can see, currently P15 at the moment. Let's see if we can actually gain some time on this last lap. As you can see, the car just doesn't want to turn at all. I literally gave myself, move the front wing down even more so I can actually turn into some of these corners, but it was still such a pain to try and actually do anything, especially this chicane over here. Luckily we kind of get it right this time. We gain some time through there, especially on the exit, but it was just such a bad time through this lap, and I'm hoping that we can just get back to where we were before so we can actually win a championship this game, because we've only got about 2 or 3 months left before the new game, and it's going to be kind of weird that I haven't even won once on this game, and compare that to, I'm pretty sure, 2 or 3 times on the last game. But P13 for us, P5 for our teammate Carlos Sainz, and P1 for Max Verstappen. Hopefully we can get into the points once again in the race. Hopefully, you know, with some clever strategy or something, but let's get right into it.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters in red today. They've all turned out for what we have every expectation of being a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A lap of Imola. Anti-clockwise, of course, unlike most of the Formula 1 circuits, will take our drivers around 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Aitken, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Gasly, Delatraz, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris, Russell, Joe, Red, and Ocon, Stroll, Vettel, Nicholas Latifi, and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Matsushita, Lundgaard, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So here we are lined up in P13. Are we going to be able to score some points once again? We didn't really have the best of qualifying last time, but we did move up during the race. It does look like our race pace is better than the quali pace, which I guess is a good thing. I'm not really too sure though. But let's see the start of the Grand Prix as we try and go down the inside of Ricciardo, but he kind of closes us up, and I just didn't want to go into the back of him, so I kind of just let go off the throttle, not to go into him. I actually cut the corner over there, but we didn't gain a place, so we're not going to get a penalty for that, as there was a virtual safety car for the first kind of sector of this lap as we get past George Russell, but having to go off the circuit to actually make the corner over there. Well, not really making the corner, but yeah. But there was some sort of virtual safety car right at the start. As you can see, there's already an Alfa Romeo, I'm pretty sure, all the way at the back, over half a lap down. So must have been some sort of front wing damage. As on lap 3, we dived down the inside, just wanted to get past Ricciardo, but actually a little bit too late on the brakes, and nearly get past Joe over there as well, making contact with him. Luckily no damage though, as with this kind of like loss of aero, the braking just feels so off as well. I'm really not enjoying this car at the moment. Hopefully we can get in some upgrades really quick, as Lando Norris in the McLaren looks like he is going to be retiring over there, as some sort of issue with his car over there, as we are right behind Guan Yu Zhou over here. Looks like our car is working for the moment, as there's Louis Deltras pitting in, so we gain a place over there up to P9, and now we're going to be trying to get past the Ferrari of Guan Yu Zhou over here for P8, switch from the right to the left, and just about make it, get a warning for a collision, but no damage for either of us, which is good, and we blast off into P8. Really good stuff for us. But a lap later, we just have no straight line speed because I had to basically bolt on more aero to actually make these corners. That means that on the straight I'm just so slow, and don't get the right line through that corner over there. So we get past Guan Yu Zhou and Daniel Ricciardo over there, so back down to P10. So not really looking too good. You know, we made 2 good moves on Ricciardo and Guan Yu Zhou, and then we lost the places to them too. So we are going to pit in for, on lap 5 even, for the medium tyres, get a fresh set of tyres on, and hopefully that is going to kind of help us. Maybe the car will handle better on these mediums, but I guess we are going to see as a really long pit stop over there, 3 seconds. Definitely not what we want, but I guess it's what we got, and hopefully we are going to be able to get out in front of the Mercedes of Louis Deltras, who is on the main straight right now. But it does look like we do have a safe margin towards him, so actually it looks like the kind of overcut is working quite well over here, because we went longer than him by about a lap or 2. But I guess we're going to see as we get past Leclerc. I'm pretty sure he was behind us though. Maybe he wasn't though, I'm not really too sure. But here is Ricciardo, who we were fighting before. We have closed up a little bit, but we are still behind him, and that's the kind of most important part, that the undercut didn't work on Ricciardo, and actually losing some time to him over here, as we can see on lap 10, as we get back up to P11. And actually looks like Lando Norris has actually continued on going, so he had some sort of mechanical problem that actually made him go off track, and maybe he wanted to retire the car, but looks like they kind of fixed it over there at McLaren. But on lap, we're talking about fixing stuff, on lap 12 our rear wing actually brakes, and our DRS is activated all the time now, which is actually a good thing, to be honest. I actually enjoyed the part of the race where we had DRS activated the whole time, because that meant that I could still turn it into the corners, but then that just meant that on the straights we could actually overtake people. But in the end we ended up in P7. Actually could have been P6 maybe, but then our DRS actually got fixed, so we were slower and couldn't catch up to Ricciardo in the end. But still P7, more points for us, and a decent race.
So as they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly well-deserved win. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So it's another win for Max Verstappen, definitely showing you that the Red Bulls are really good. Lewis Hamilton in second place and Jack Aitken in third place. Us finishing in P7. Sadly for us, it looks like Carlos Sainz had some sort of damage, and that actually meant that he had to pit in for the second time, and he dropped out of the points. But he was definitely looking good to actually score some big points. But sadly for us, it's only us scoring. Still in P5 in the constructor standings, P6 in the driver standings. But for now, that is going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.